everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Foodies and Friends on Fox Local. We are at Tavola today. This is the CEO of the Bastion Collection, DeLeon Pinto, joining us for an incredible Houston Restaurant Week's preview. Menus are live now on the Houston Restaurant Week's website, but you only have a few weeks left to wait until it starts. August 1st until Labor Day. Remember, this event supports the Houston Food Bank during their largest annual fundraiser and also supports the restaurants during a traditionally slow time. However, DeLeon can let you know here in Houston, it doesn't happen. It's not a slow month of the year. It's actually the busiest month of the year for the majority of the participants. And, DeLeon, this is a very special visit for me because Tavola is one of the elites, right? The Bastion Collection.
That's
I mean,
right.
you can't really get higher than that on an international basis. Y'all are all over the world.
Yes,
Yep.
Thank you. Well, thank you so much for having me. We're very proud. Tavola is this beautiful, upscale Italian restaurant located on Post Oak Boulevard near the Galleria area. We're part of the Bastion Collection, as you have mentioned. We're a global leader in terms of Michelin stars and awards. We have a total of 9 different concepts and 10 Michelin star awards since 2019. So
that's got to be some of the most in the world.
By a hospitality group, it is.
Oh my gosh.
So we're very proud of that, and it's so excited to have Tavola to be part of the Restaurant Week for the second year in a row. So
well, and it's really special too because, DeLeon, I know you didn't know my mother cleverly, but this really gets back to the roots of what Houston Restaurant Weeks was meant to be in introducing fine dining at an approachable price point.
That's right.
And the ability to try so many new dishes because, quite frankly, not everybody can afford a high PPA. Not everybody can afford to go out as often. But what HRW does is it helps introduce a new type of dining, maybe a new diner. Maybe they're discovering this part of town for the first time. Maybe they're discovering their first Bastion Collection concept for the first time. And you're able to do that while sampling several items on the menu.
That's right.
And so it really gets back to the roots of Houston Restaurant Weeks because my mother was so passionate about sharing Houston's incredible culinary culture outside the loop, y'all. Y'all remember that used to be a big deal. Can you imagine?
I can. And by the way, I have never met your mom,
I
but
know.
we heard so much about it. So it's really an opportunity. We, as a part of the Bastion Collection, we take the Restaurant Week very seriously when it comes to the cuisine, what put it on the menu. It's okay that your food costs go slightly higher, but I think that it's for a good cause. It's always great to give back to the community. So for us, we take this very seriously, and you will see it. Our chef, Salvatore Martone, which is a Naples Italian native, has developed and created this great concept, and we're very excited to share with you here today some of the dishes that we're doing for the Restaurant Week.
All right, so this is a real treat, y'all. This is absolutely one of the most valuable menus you'll see this summer. Let's go right on over to the Foodie Cam to take a look at some of the dishes that you will see on the Tavola's Houston Restaurant Week's 2025 menu. Menus are online right now. Definitely make some reservations. All right, DeLeon, beautiful dish. What are we looking at
here? We have, it's one of our classic. It's an avocado cucumber salad. As you can see, it's paired with this great botanist gin, elderflower, cucumber, and basil. It's just perfect. It's a great pairing for the summer season. So it's one of our classics.
Love the plate too.
It is,
I mean, those details.
That's right.
Is really something that you all are known for, the colors, the coordination. Talk a little bit about the history of the Bastion Collection and the different concepts that we might also recognize. Maybe there's a sister concept in Houston Restaurant Week.
We have two sister restaurants here in Houston. So one of them, it's a Michelin star award winner, Le Jardinier, and Caffè Lionelli, which both are located at the Museum of Fine Arts. We have some upcoming news. We have 2 new concepts coming to Houston. Stay tuned. We're not talking today, but we're super excited. It's here on the 2nd floor of Tavola.
Oh my
So we'll come up with some great news soon.
Wow, that is certainly exciting because you guys really do bring a level that is just really necessary here, especially in Houston. And so Le Jardinier, Caffè Lionelli, So how many Le Jardiniers are around the world?
So Le Jardinier was originally created by the Baskin Collection,
Mhm.
our director of culinary, Alain Vizuroli. The first location was in New York,
New York,
and
yeah.
then we extended to have 4 locations now. So we have
Mhm.
Miami, we have New York, we
Mhm.
have Geneva, and we have it here in Houston at the Museum of
Mhm.
Fine Arts. So we're very excited.
Yeah.
Uh,
And they had an incredible Houston Restaurant Weeks last year. I mean,
we
knocked
did.
it out of the park. Really knocked it
We
out of
did.
the
We're
park.
very excited.
Yeah.
So is Tavola. It's our second year, as I've mentioned
Mhm.
before. And Tavola is still quite a new restaurant to the Houston
Mhm.
culinary scene.
Yep.
So we like to think that Tavola brings a slice of the culinary scene in Italy to the Houstonians. So
Yes.
we're really proud of that.
I love that.
Yeah,
All
it's
right,
good.
let's
Good.
look at some more of those slices. Let's go right on back over to the foodie cam here at Tavola, right here in the Galleria area. Very easy parking. I love easy parking, De Leon.
It is. We try to facilitate as much as we can to our guests. This is one of my favorite salads, by the way. It's a fresh artichoke salad with arugula, shaved parmigiano, and olives. And it's finished with the olive vinaigrette dressing.
Oh my
So
goodness.
it's just a great dish for the summer.
And I love the shape. It's not just, again, the details. It's not just, somebody taking a lump of green
Right.
and dropping it on a plate. There's intention. But you guys are really known for that throughout the world. It's that attention to detail that has gotten you the most Michelin stars. Talk a little bit about how difficult it is to keep up that standard and that
That's right.
consistency.
I think obviously we have a very strong culinary band with our chefs, with our director and corporate executive chefs and the local team. But for us, once you have that foundation, we try to keep always the consistency. We never jeopardize the quality. Ingredients is something that we take very seriously. So here at Tavola, what we do, we like to source a lot of those ingredients. We like to bring the olive oil from Italy. Flour is something that we are very passionate about it.
Because the type of flour.
Because it's very important if you're creating the dough for a pizza or you're doing a fresh pasta. So it's very important that we bring those flavors from Italy to the Houston community.
Yeah.
So that's what the Bastion it's about. We always source ingredients. We try not to jeopardize the quality standards for us. Consistency. It's something that is very hard in this industry. I think we do a pretty good job.
And I think it's really nice too that we've all heard of Le Jardinier in New York, of course, but I think it's so cool. It's in the movies, even in books, and it's part of our, culture. But what's so interesting and so nice too is that same consistency, that same level of hospitality, that same elite, can be here and is here in Houston during Houston Restaurant Weeks for $55, which I think is just so cool and truly is the heart of what my mother was trying to create with this event. All right, let's go back on over to the foodie cam. I know, I'm sorry. This is just a special one. I like this guy though, y'all. He's a good one.
We love you too.
Oh my goodness. All right, what are we looking at?
So here it's our caprese version. So we work with heirloom tomatoes. Again, going back to what we're discussing about sourcing the ingredients. And then we have a burrata, which is imported directly from Italy. The tomatoes itself, it's something that we like to work locally with that. So obviously a top of olive oil makes it all.
I have to tell you a funny story, De Leon. Your burrata here is famous in a way you don't even know it's famous because we had so many people raving about this burrata last year. Okay, seriously.
We saw the comments.
It was crazy. I mean, but just look though, let's just go.
It's beautiful.
But here's what happened. As a result of that, we had so many requests from diners saying, how can I find an HRW menu that has burrata on it? We changed the functionality in our website to allow diners to type in burrata, and now it'll pull up all of the menus offering burrata. And this dish was the inspiration.
I'm so glad we're part of the process.
It caused so much of a commotion last year. I'm like, all right, we got to fix the website of this burrata dish.
It's back.
So in all my Zoom calls and all my conversations with restaurants, it's like, if you want to find burrata, well, why is it always burrata I'm using for the example? That's why. Come to Tavola. All right, let's go on back over to the foodie cam. We've got another dish that is appearing on their 2025 Houston Restaurant Weeks menus. All of those, well, not all, but The first round of menus are now live on our website, HoustonRestaurantWeeks.com. We will continue to add menus through August 1st, giving you guys a chance to see who's new, what menus have changed, and who are the old favorites that you certainly don't want to miss. All right, DeLeon, this looks, I could just start with this for breakfast.
This is, again, this is such a summer dish. So here we have a trofie, which is a type of pasta, again, directly imported from Italy, with a pesto sauce, which obviously fresh basil, pine nuts, Parmesan cheese. And then this specific dish could be an add-on. In this case, what you see here, it's topped with the shrimp. As you can see, a very moderate size. And this is another great dish for the summer.
Yeah, this is a beautiful dish. And, talk a little bit about what guests can expect when they come here to Tavola, because like you mentioned it is a little bit of a newer restaurant. There are a lot of Italian restaurants here, but do you have to dress up? We're kind of dressed up, or can you come in khakis and a polo? Is that okay too?
It's totally fine, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we're in the summer season in Houston, so therefore all the guests are welcome, right? We have a beautiful patio. We have an enclosed patio where we're sitting today. We have the dining room, so all the guests are welcome. By the way, my favorite dish.
Yes, I'm going to let you talk so I can chew.
No, I'm glad you are. So, so that is expectation. Other thing is obviously, as I've mentioned, the food speaks for itself. We have created a culinary, a cocktail program specific for the restaurant week. So we're very excited. It's going to be on a lower price point. Again, our goal is to truly support the community and have people coming in and having a great time while they're dining with us.
And that's a great idea too, because it really helps to enhance the diner experience, because again, maybe this is their first time here and y'all have such a unique wine collection that maybe, like me, I wouldn't be familiar with it because it's the first time I'm exposed to such a valuable and unique wine collection. And so it would help me to have it kind of pre-packaged and this would go really nicely with this pesto, or this would go really nicely with, the burrata.
Yes, we're always going to be making that pairing suggestions. Obviously,
love that,
because we're so focused on the hospitality. So there will be a lot of interaction with the front of the house team, but the most important thing is we'll be a pairing with each course. So we're super excited.
I love that because I learn. I don't know that stuff, but I'll listen to these guys. They tell me to drink this with that. Done, right? Good, All right, let's go back on over to the Foodie Cam. This is DeLeon Pinto. He is the CEO, y'all, of the Bastion Collection. That's a pretty big deal. I'm keeping this pesto, y'all. This pesto. they try to take the dishes from me. All right, what are we looking at here?
So here is our Tavola style chicken parmesan. It's slightly breaded. It has the Parmesan cheese, and it has some basil puree and pickled cherry tomatoes. So this is honestly one of the best chicken parms that you have in Houston. It's our own creation. As I mentioned, Salvatore took a lot of thought into developing this menu, and we're so proud to bring this because this is such an iconic dish at Tavola. For us, it was very important to add into the restaurant. So can't wait for you to have it.
I love this. It's a beautiful dish. I wouldn't have predicted that it was a chicken parm. It looks like a very attractive dish, and it looks kind of like a pizza, like a little, like a little pizza. And I think I could probably get my 9-year-old son to eat this too.
Oh, he will love it. He will be here every day. He'll be here every day.
Oh my goodness. Now you are still relatively new to Houston. Yeah.
I am.
A little few years. You got the family here and the kids. And we were talking a little bit about some of your go-to kids spots that what are some of your favorites that you've discovered so far?
Yeah. So we've been living here in Houston for about 4 years now. I have a 16 years old and an 18. Yep. My 18 is moving out of college. So it's that phase where we're excited and scared at the same time. Every time it's pasta day, it's Tavola. But we have some good favorite restaurants. We live near Katy. So there are a few restaurants on the Korean town that we like to go very much.
Katy, Asia Town.
Yeah, we do.
I love it out there.
Yeah.
Oh, you have Fat Eatery out there too. Have you been to Fat Eatery?
It's my youngest favorite place.
Okay.
So my wife takes her dad all the time. So we're pretty excited about, I think that's what Houston is about. It brings the community together, has great dining scene. We opened our first location about 4 years ago. That's one of the reasons why we moved out here, and we're so proud to be part of the Houston community. So
Yeah.
we love it.
We think
Love
it's
it
really special. We
It's
think
very
we think it's
special.
got a very special, unique flavor culture that's very unique to the culture. Charitable dining out and doing good interwoven that is very different. I think that you can probably recognize from being
Yeah.
in some other big cities.
I learned about the pockets in Houston. It's
Yeah.
something that's not very common in New
Yeah.
York. So
Yeah.
we love it here.
Yeah,
We
love it here. This is the greatest city in the world, y'all. All right,
It is.
I'm going to show you why. Let's go back to the foodie cam because wait until you see this dish here at Tavola. We are in the Galleria area. I absolutely know what dish this is.
Yes.
It was one of the dishes that changed my life last year. Is this your boar pappardelle?
That's right.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so it's homemade pasta with the ragu sauce. Obviously, we like to keep it simple sometimes because if you work with ingredients, less is more, right? So here you have a fresh made pasta, you have a ragu sauce, and Parmesan cheese. So just perfect, right?
And then is the protein, it is the boar? Or is it
It's a mix.
meat? It's a mix.
It's a mix.
Yep.
Yeah, it goes a little bit of board, beef, pork. So it's a little bit of mix. It's our own recipe, so I can talk much about it.
It's
a secret recipe. Yes,
just for Tavola. Now, are there other Tavolas in other cities?
Not just yet.
Not yet.
Tavola was one of our first Italian restaurants concept that we're very proud of. Obviously, we have Caffè Lionelli, which caters to the Museum of Fine Arts, but we're super proud of this. Very good.
I remember this from last year.
Yes,
There's a reason we're here again, y'all.
Nothing has changed.
I remember it. No, because I've had this. It's one of my all-time favorite dishes, just in general. But this sauce, it's very different. And it's in a good way for sure.
And we're so excited to bring it back. So.
All right, I got to go right for the sauce though, because that's all the goods, I'm the kind of person that it's just as good as I remember.
Right?
I'm the kind of person that I would finish this and then I would leave it and I would ask for more bread.
Oh yeah.
So I could use up the rest of the sauce.
That's how we say.
The scarpetta.
You have to do the scarpetta.
What is the scarpetta?
Scarpetta is when you have a sauce at the end of the dish and then you eat it with the bread.
So that's a true word.
It's a true word.
And that's an Italian.
It's an Italian word.
How do I know that? I'm Italian.
It's an Italian word.
All right, learning everything.
We have to spend more time together.
We do. I'm just going to come here and hang out at Tavola. All right, let's go back on over to the foodie cam. We are taking a look at some of the dishes that will appear on the 2025 Houston Restaurant Week's menu. Remember, y'all, every single time that you purchase an HRW meal, you are literally feeding a food insecure Houstonian here in Houston, which is just an incredible legacy. Over 66 million meals provided to food insecure Houstonians over the last 22 years, all because of Cleverly Sewn. All right, DeLeon, what are we looking at here?
So here we have a bavette steak with a caponata sauce on top and roasted potatoes.
Oh,
so, very classic Italian dish, and we use bavette because it's one of the cuts that we like very much, and therefore it's such an iconic dish. So
it looks large.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a 8-ounce steak.
Oh.
So again,
no skimping.
Texan style.
Yeah.
Texan style.
And talk about that a little bit because you have such international experience. What have you noticed now that you're a few years in? What have you noticed about the Houston diner? Are they spunkier? Are they pickier? Are they more adventurous? Anything you've noticed?
They because Houston provides such a great dining scene, so they're, they really care about the product. When we started developing restaurants in Houston, we felt that that the clientele knew exactly what we're doing. They're well traveled.
They're smart.
Very smart. They care about the price point. It has to be slightly bigger, and we're okay with that, right? And
it has to be slightly bigger. I love that.
That's how you adapt, right? You have
Texas,
to adapt,
baby. It's
Texas. So this dish is one of the the inspirations for the restaurant week, and bavette is such a great cut.
I love that. The peppers I can smell. Now, the dishes that are on Tavola's Houston Restaurant Week's menu, are any of them exclusive, and are they on your menu year round? Because let's say a diner visits you during Houston Restaurant Weeks, but
Sure.
maybe they want to come back for their mom's birthday in October and they have the bavette, are they going to be able to do that?
They will. There
Yeah.
are some dishes, for example, the bavette. It's something that we developed specific for the restaurant week.
Mhm.
But just like the tagliatelle bolognese, just like the trophy, once becomes a signature, we always like to implement and add
Sure,
it to
you
the
can
menu.
add it on.
And we,
Yes.
we have daily
Mhm.
specials, right? So we're always working with those type of implementation. So
Yep.
yes, I mean, we some of the dishes are a new addition to
Mhm.
our menu for the
Mhm.
restaurant week specifically, but some of them will stay.
Of
You know,
course, and it's a great strategy for operators too, because you're seeing so many new diners and just so many diners in general that you're able to get a lot of feedback and a
that's
lot of
right.
good real-time feedback. And it's something that we see every year. We see many
Yeah.
restaurants using August as kind of like a little test kitchen to
Yeah.
see, does it stick? Do
And,
we want to, change it up?
and it's important to get the guest feedback, right? Because
Sure.
everyone takes that month to go out and try new restaurants. So
Yeah, absolutely.
yes.
Very smart. All right, let's go on back to the foodie cam because y'all, it is the most important part of the day. I promise. The desserts.
Ooh.
DeLeon's going to disagree with me. He's like, no, Katie, it's actually not the most important, but in my heart.
No, you must have the dessert. So here is one of the desserts that when we first opened Tavola, it was such an iconic and became one of the staples. So it's the torta sette verde, which is a chocolate cake mousse. It's so good. It was one of the creations of Salvatore Martone. So, who doesn't like chocolate, right?
Yes. Now, your chef, you want to shout out your chef in the kitchen who will be with us during the summer for Houston Restaurant Weeks. His
Yes.
first, right? His first
Yeah.
HRW.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Salvatore Martone is our corporate
Yeah.
culinary
Mhm.
who oversees Tavola.
Yeah.
And then we have Marco Incerti, which has been with the company for 6 years.
Oh, wow.
He's taken over
Yeah.
Tavola. We're very excited
Very
to have him here.
exciting.
He comes from Bastion culinary background
Sure.
with a Michelin star. So there's a
Yeah.
lot of great things that's coming up
Ooh.
to
Oh
Tavola.
my
So
gosh.
we're pretty excited.
Wait, what's in the middle here, DeLeon? Is that a vanilla or peanut butter
Every
or
type of peanut butter.
balls?
Yes. Yes. So it's hazelnut, but we like to call it peanut butter because chocolate and peanut butter goes so well. So yeah, it's such a
You
stunning.
just said all the magic things all at the same time because I can spot some peanut butter.
There you go.
Oh my goodness, we're gonna get a little whipped cream. We're gonna get a little crunchies.
That's right. How is it?
Can we just enjoy?
Excellent. Very good. Very good.
I'm sorry. All right, one more. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna keep chewing. You can talk, DeLeon. You got the
Okay.
show.
Okay. So then here, I mean, no, we're an Italian restaurant. This is our version of the tiramisu.
Mhm.
Obviously, it kind of reflects the Bastion way of doing things, right? So it's such a beautiful dessert, but the most important, it tastes very well too. So
It's beautiful.
yeah.
I love it, and it's not just the traditional. It's nice and elevated, and it's a
Elevated.
big portion.
That's right.
Oh, can I
Yes.
try that, please? We mentioned.
You must try it, right? You
I'd
have
love
to try it.
it. Oh, wait,
Look
this
at
is a
this.
very shareable dessert. All right, DeLeon, I think we need to share. Can we have a fork?
Yes.
We have a fork to share. All right, DeLeon's going to take a little bite too.
Yeah.
I'll
I
take
never
it.
say no to dessert.
Can't say
Yeah.
no to dessert. All right, you guys, make your reservations
Thank you
because
so much.
Tavola definitely y'all get booked, right? This
We
is
do it at the same time?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay.
Make your reservations. Cheers.
So good.
Tavola. Oh, wait.
You got to go all the way.
Really good. Yeah. Wait. Really good. Definitely one of the best in town. Remember, y'all, Houston Restaurant Weeks runs August 1st through September 1st. This is Houston Food Bank's biggest annual fundraiser, and it's also the busiest month for restaurants here in Houston. It's important to support local, y'all, and this is definitely something that you should do. Buy some stretchy pants, go on to Target, they're on sale $9.99, and just start dining out and doing good. Come here and try this. Stay tuned to Fox Local as well because they have the exclusive all of the coverage for all the restaurants supporting our community, feeding Houstonians, and just enjoying some good old-fashioned food. That does it for me, y'all. I'll see you.
Thank you so much.
Oh my
Thank you.
goodness. I'm going back in.
It's good, isn't it?
It's got gold on it even. Oh.
Yes. I know. I'm telling you, it's my favorite.
Mm,
See it?
so perfect. Mm.